Yo, Doom fam, welcome back. It's March 13th. Today's going to be a stream of consciousness rant vlog, not to inundate you with charts and graphs again. I get a little carried away, but I also have to thank all of you for being here, a part of this community of observers watching our world rapidly break down in front of our eyes while the EPA rolls back regulations on pollution and other corporate rules. Surprise, the government is run by a corporation, and its sole purpose is to ruin everybody while it benefits. But I'll get off my liberal rant. Who am I? Just some doomer who spent time analyzing the facts and data over several years. I have a basic understanding of Earth geosciences as I participated in a geology course in college. I don't intend to come off as cocky and arrogant as some many might see me, I'm sure. I was just plucked from the universe and put into this meat vehicle to walk around and observe, I guess. What an experience. It's been a wild ride to get here to New York as a former Texan from Dallas, Fort Worth, which is where I'm from. But before I go on, I wanted to thank Daniel Chang and all others who contribute to this content, at the very least knowing that you're not alone in this psychosis we live in. I also have to frequent the city, and every time I go there, most recently it was Binghamton, that's a real place, and they all look the same. Yeah, corporate America has ruined all town centers or places of a lot of foot traffic and with rules and regulations to make them all look the same. But I still need stuff. I'm tethered to civilization as minimally as possible. Get to the point, right? The intention of this video is to influence you with unsolicited advice to pursue serenity in your life. Because if you can't tell through following me over the years, I am monumentally happier than I was several years ago. The phrase, wherever you are, there you are, only goes so far, because your external stimuli greatly influences your mood. Also living in a walkable area, having a community, so on and so forth. And the city is no good place for mental health unless you are completely self-absorbed and intentions to gain wealth, status, and notoriety. Not always. There are plenty of people in the healthcare industry with good intentions and volunteer services. I agree, the world is not all darkness, but it's pretty much all evil. We know that ocean temperatures are rising, and virtually every other metric you can look at is going against the way of having an operational civilization. Big words out there. I appreciate you guys, and I give tremendous thanks to Justin. Consistently puts out data every day, sources it, and compiles it. It's incredible that he's able to do that. And notably, the others in this space, Nature Bats Last, Paul Beckwith, Jim Massa, and a few others maybe can't think off the top of my head, but you know, the main content producers who have enough support from their community and can make this content every day. I'm still a person, surprise. I know I can come off as a bit brash, cocky, and arrogant, but in truth, I am ignorant about so much. I have knowledge on a few things, I am a master of none, and I refuse to interact with stupidity and evil. Kind of caught in my own tracks here, finding out from the German spy agency that likely the virus originated from a lab in China. But most of you probably already knew that. Amazing how much dysfunction this caused and how quickly we were to jump onto supposed vax stuff. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down, because you gotta watch what you say now. The corporate overlords are watching us closely, although Google Chrome was ordered to just break up its monopoly. So I'm going off track. What was I saying? Oh yeah, wherever you are, there you are. Just plucked from the energy and matter of the universe. Are we inside of a black hole? Here to try to cause as least pain and suffering on others. My intention several years ago was to rid myself of the mental illness associated with living in the city. I don't know how people do it. They don't. Most of them. And finding a community in the climate realm or ecology realm was proven to be damn near impossible living in a city. So kind of just hang out with nature and my neighbors. You know, some people who understand this. Busy upgrading an off-grid cabin which has been so graciously shared with me with the owner to manage and upkeep. I still have employment. I still have to operate within the paradigm of this ecocidal destructive system. I think people like Nate Hagans are full of bullshit who cannot get their head out of their ass and realize that we are an ecological overshoot through and through. There is no such thing as renewable technology. I also failed to mention another blog from Eric. I'm a part of a group called Prepping for NTHE. The blog is called Problems, Predicaments, and Technology. Very good writing, if I say so myself. Who am I, right? Just some realist on the internet. Someone just accused me of being a pacifist in my last video. Not sure what kind of projections that was, but I assure you I've tried doing my share of activism and changing course. I did not go down without a fight, but at this point I think revolution is futile and Roger Hallam is just clinging on to his popularity, I guess, associated with revolution and green technology, if there is not such a thing. So, strive for serenity. You might have to make a sacrifice or two. I did never in my wildest dreams thought I'd end up in the Catskills. In fact, I barely even knew the place existed in upstate New York before last year. And you might have to make some sacrifices. It's all about how much you're willing to sacrifice to achieve mental clarity. Perhaps self-induced psychosis, if you want to call meditation that. You might have to live in a trailer or a shack. We can't all be Dr. Paul Saladino and live in a Puerto Rican mansion with an infinity pool, and our own home workout gym. He's just flexing so hard. The past 10 years have been so much flexing from the rich, it's disgusting. And we got robbed. Every one of us should be extremely pissed right now that our future's taken away, our monetary way of living, cost of living versus inflation. We got screwed so hard. And this morning I overheard some boomers behind me at McDonald's talking about how their 401ks went down. It's all we're concerned about, money. Just humans, slimy old humans. And I'm a privileged Caucasian in America. If you want to call living paycheck to paycheck for 10 years, actually longer, privilege, then maybe we have different definitions. Because I've tried playing by the rule book most of the time. And in a city, you get nowhere. This main character syndrome that we were all pounded in our heads outside of high school or through high school and afterwards, it's all a load of bullshit. I'll stop giving unsolicited advice and just remind you that you're not alone again. And it may feel like this sometimes, what I'm about to read. I'm going to wrap up with the lyrics to Nine Inch Nails' song called Where Is Everybody? I first heard this when I was roughly 15 years old, and now 21 years later I'm rereading it and I can relate to it that much even more. It is clearly about his disgust with humanity as a whole, not being responsible, living in denial, just all of the human inadequacies that go along with caring while no one else around you does, which is secretly kind of what doomerism is all about. People who cared a lot and realized that hope is futile. So, take it away, Trent. Did you happen to catch, or did it happen so fast? What you thought would always last has passed you by. Is everything speeding up, or am I slowing down? just spinning around, and I don't know why. All the pieces don't fit, thought I really didn't give a shit. I never wanted to be like you. But for all I aspire, I am really a liar. And I'm running out of things I can do. I'd like to stay, but every day, everything pushes me farther away. If you could help me to know how it's supposed to be, where'd it go? Pleading and needing and bleeding and breeding, feeding, exceeding, where is everybody? Trying, lying, defying, denying, crying, dying, where is everybody? Well, okay, enough, you've had your fun. But come on, there has to be someone that hasn't yet become so numb and succumb. And goddamn, I am so tired of pretending, of wishing I was ending, when all I'm really doing is trying to hide and keep it inside and fill it with lies. Open my eyes, maybe I wish I could try. Pleading and needing, bleeding, breeding, feeding, exceeding, where is everybody? Trying, lying, defying, denying, crying, where is everybody? Thank you all for making me and others in this space not feel so alone. It is priceless, actually. I'll catch up with you guys next week. Hopefully. Have a good weekend.